Welcome to Godly Play. Come join the circle. There's lots of space. I wonder who you're bringing with you today. Wonder if it's a toy or maybe you're in a secret place where you're watching this. Wherever you are, you're part of the circle. We're glad you're here today. So we're in the season of Easter, and that is this white season after Lent, and that was the Easter Sunday, and now it's 1, 2, 3, the third Sunday of Easter. And that's where we are. And you can see there's still a lot of Sundays in Easter to come. And so you can tell that that story is going to be going on. Get yourself ready. Feel your body's ready, your heart. There was once someone who said such wonderful things and did such amazing things that people began to follow him. And as they followed him, they wondered who he was. And they couldn't help themselves. They just had to ask him. And one of the times when they asked him, he said, "I am the light." Let's enjoy the light. I see the love of God in you, the light of Christ comes shining through, and I am blessed to be with you, O holy child of God. And that light didn't stay in that one place and that one time long ago. He changed the light. So it could be in all places and in all times. And that's the mystery of Easter. Let's change the light. Ooh. Oh, look, it's filling the room. It's going out the windows all the way to you where you are. So that wherever we are in the Godly Play circle, this light will be with us. And when we leave the circle, the light will go with us too. So you ready for the story? Here we go. On that first Sunday of Easter, it was the women who had the courage to go to the tomb. Among the women were 3 Marys: Mary Magdalene, who seemed to be taking the lead, Mary, the mother of James, and Mary, the mother of Jesus. Mary Magdalene wasn't a mother, but she was a good and trusted friend. And they were bringing spices to complete the burial of Jesus's body. And they were wondering how they would get inside. But when they arrived at the tomb, the stone was rolled away, and when they looked inside, they saw nothing. Nothing but the white linen cloth that had wrapped the body. The women rushed back to tell the others, but they weren't believed. But Peter, being Peter, he jumped up and ran towards the tomb. And some say that John went too, and that John was a little faster and got to the tomb before Peter, but waited for him. And when they entered the tomb, they could feel Jesus's presence in his absence. But Jesus was gone, truly gone. Now Mary Magdalene had come back to the tomb and stood outside weeping. And when John and Peter rushed back to tell the others, she stayed. "Woman, why are you weeping?" Mary turned, and through her tears, she saw 2 men dressed in shining white. And they said, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is risen. He is not here. Go and tell his disciples to meet him in Galilee." And then they were gone. "Woman, why do you weep?" Another voice. Mary turned, and through her tears, supposing him to be the gardener, she said, "Sir, tell me where they have taken him, so that I may go and take him away." Mary. When he used her name, she knew immediately who he was. She must have taken a few steps towards Jesus, and he said, "I am risen, but not yet ascended. Don't hold on to me. Go and tell the others." And then he was gone. Mary rushed back to tell the others what had happened. On the second Sunday of Easter, we remember that on the first Sunday of Easter, that first Sunday afternoon, two of the followers of Jesus were walking on the road away from Jerusalem to Emmaus, which was about 11 kilometers from Jerusalem. And as they walked, they talked. They must have been shaking their head in wonder about all that had happened. The cross, the empty tomb. What could it mean? And as they were talking, a stranger joined them. At first, they didn't pay any attention to him until he asked, "What are you talking about?" "You must be the only person in all of Jerusalem who doesn't know what's happened these past 3 days." "Why? What happened?" "Well, the cross, the empty tomb, there's so much." You have such slow hearts. And then the stranger began to open the scriptures to them. He said, "Do you not remember when we were trapped in Egypt, how Moses led us through the waters into freedom? Do you not remember how we were trapped in the desert in our freedom, and that God gave Moses the 10 commandments to guide us? And remember when we were trapped in exile, and how the prophet said, 'A child will lead us,' and how they said that someone had to come and suffer and die so that we could be truly free?" By the time they finished talking, they had reached Emmaus, and the stranger began to walk on. But the two followers said, "Come inside, join us." And he did. They sat down at the table in the inn to have their meal. And the stranger picked up bread, gave thanks to God, and broke it and shared it with them. Instantly, they knew it was he. But then he was gone. They sat for a while at the table and talked together. Did our hearts not burn inside us as he spoke to us and opened the scriptures? They got up and they made their way back towards Jerusalem to tell the others that they had known Jesus in the breaking of the bread. So I wonder which part of this story you like the best. Maybe it was something in this part of the story? Or maybe it was something in this part of the story. I wonder who you could tell. Might have a good conversation about it. Someone might have a different favorite part. I wonder what part's most important. I wonder where you are in this story. Which part is about you? And I wonder if you looked around where you are or in your imagination, and you could bring something to the story to tell more about it, what would you bring? I wonder who you could tell about what you'd like to bring and why that would be important to you. Well, thank you for being here today in the circle. Now for the blessing. May the Lord bless you and watch over you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look kindly on you and give you peace. Thanks for being here. Take care. See you next week. Bye.